Man, we are in some crazy times, huh? So on this nice evening, this breezy evening, just before the sun sets, I wanted to just pipe in and say hi to everybody. I hope you guys are doing all right. You know, it's been a fun ride to watch Facebook and everybody getting on Facebook and go from really scary to, all right, everybody, let's do some jokes. Let's have some fun here. You know, everyone's talking about politics. Everyone's talking about conspiracy theory. It's the end of the world. All sorts of situations, right? Well, for many, and this is what I've always said, right now, regardless of this COVID-19, someone just walked into eternity. It was the end of the world for them. So we should be aware that the gospel is still very much a necessity in this world today. This is not a time to be afraid. This is a time to be brave. I've already known some people struggling with COVID-19. I have a cousin who's a doctor and warning everybody just to stay home and this, that, and the other, right? There's all of this going on, and I look on Facebook and I see on Facebook this need to try to alleviate the situation. Let's put up jokes. Let's do what we would do if we're on lockdown. And these are great fun things. I recommend keep doing them. It sure helps with the sanity. But the truth is this, for a lot of people, is really hard. This is a difficult time around the world. Right now, the world seems to be on lockdown. Unfortunately, because of all this, I'm going to have to reschedule my trip. I had already the plane tickets bought, an apartment that had rented. So I had plans, you know. You had plans, right? A lot of people had plans. It seems like everything's having to be rescheduled. Everything's been put on hold. The number one scripture, right? I'm sure many of us that know scripture, this is what we would think. We would say, hey, you know, God causes all things to work together for the good of those who are called according to his purposes and love him, right? I'm not going to throw cliches out there. I know that for a lot of you, this has been really hard. It's been tough for us doing all this rescheduling and being heartbroken that I can't go back right now to Greece. In fact, I can't even go to Mexico right now. You know, things have just been shut down for us as far as foreign or international travel. So we focus on the home front, and then on the home front, everything starts shutting down. And wow, now what? It's a great time to pray. It's a great time just to spend time with the Lord. It's a great time to spend time with family, quality time with your kids, with your wife, with friends and family, those who you are with. You know, it's not a stuck-in situation. We get to be right now put on hold, and now we need to take advantage. We need to look with eyes that can see what the Lord would have us do in this time. There's sad parts that come with this, and there's some good that comes out of it too, right? We just have to put our eyes on what's good report, what's pure. But anyways, I know that we all have been through hard times. Right now that we're dealing with a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear right now. We're playing games to cover up the fear, but the Bible talks about not fearing man, but fearing God, right? Don't put your fear in man. That's not where it belongs. And the proper fear of God, because that's just the beginning of wisdom, right? You want to have knowledge, you want to have wisdom, fear the Lord in the proper way. And so, with the world being so afraid right now, trying to cover up putting a Band-Aid on this on a bleeding wound that a Band-Aid isn't going to do very much on. Let's do something. I want to challenge everybody. I keep pointing. Leslie tells me not to point. To glorify God on Facebook in this way. There's a lot of awesome memes out there. There's a lot of awesome quotes. They're great, great men, funny women, great women of the Lord who have just they come up with this really fun, amazing piece that we can repost. Here's what I would like to challenge you to do. Take maybe a minute or a couple. I don't know. Take some time out of your day and do a Facebook Live, or just record a little video if you're not comfortable doing live, and upload it to Facebook. Let's flood Facebook with testimonies of glorifying God, of a time, because I know we've all been through them, when you went through a hard time and God saw you through it. He helped you through it. He made a way through all of it. And you can look back and you can see the hand of God in that instance, working in your life. Shoot a quick little video. Let's flood Facebook with that. And I think we're going to see a lot of fruit coming from that. You're going to see lives change just from you sharing your testimony with the world. Because right now, the world is on Facebook. The world is on this social media in a way that, man, I mean, everybody seems to be on it right now, even more than it was. So here's my quick little testimony. When Evie was a little baby, even before Mariah was born, we were down with the Aztec Indians and we went for a swim in the river. It was really hot. In those times, you just put on some swim shorts and you just go down the river. Anyways, the next day, Evie winds up breaking out in some sort of rash on her stomach. We thought, oh no, what happened here? This rash is something from the river. We had Aztec Indians coming up to us saying, hey, if you take a duck egg and rub it on that spot and crack it in the river, and it'll take all that away. All sorts of stuff they were saying. And we said, no, we don't do that type of thing. We're going to pray and all that. So we really didn't think much of it. Just thought, well, just something in the river. The next day we'll wake up and her eyes are swollen shut. Just swollen shut. Let me tell you what, it's scary when you're back down in the village in the middle of nowhere. You don't have medicine, you don't know what's causing it, and you start seeing swelling up happening in your child, and you're thinking this is an allergic reaction, right? And so we were with my parents in this particular time, and they said, hey, listen, we know of a doctor, a Christian doctor, who is in this near city called Huejutla. So we drive there, we get in, and this doctor, he goes through a few questions, and he says, I know what it is. We said, well, is it like something she touched? He said, no, this is something she ate. So, okay, great. Well, what is she eating? Or what is... Well, we told him everything. Nothing's changed. Beans, rice, she loves this stuff. Some eggs, and she's always had that, never had a problem. But then we had told him that she had been on penicillin. He said that must be it, the penicillin. And so he says, I got this for you. He goes to get this little bottle of Zyrtec drops. We popped some drops in her mouth, and before you know it, I mean, even that day, within an hour, we started seeing a difference in her. And she made it through, an allergic reaction down with the Aztec Indians. I mean, wow. God is still in control. He is worthy of trust. So, you see, there was my little clip. And do something similar. Just share a time. It doesn't have to be professional or anything. Just put something on Facebook, a little video clip or a long video of how God brought you through a very difficult time in life. So I can smile about that story because I know she's all right. She's 14 years old now. It's amazing. I can't believe I have a 14-year-old. This is a time when people are scared. Let's glorify God. Let's bring up some good stories that glorify the love and the power of God. May God bless you. May God keep you. And may the peace of God, that's peace that passes all understanding, rest and abide in you. God bless. And we'll see you next time.